story finally delivered with Companion, the new movie. It's kind of like a horror movie, or it's billed as a horror movie. It's not exactly too many horror elements to it. There's a lot of twists and turns, and the biggest thing I'll say, just because most of the stuff that I put out there, most people only watch the beginning of it, do not watch the trailers. If you do, only watch the very first trailer they ever made. Do not watch the second trailer. Don't. It's going to give away way too much of this movie because it's a huge twist in it. There's a bunch of twists in it. It's fun. It's a good time. Now the movie is starring Jack Quaid as Josh, Sophie Thatcher as Iris, Harvey Gillen as Eli. He's from like What We Do in the Shadows, stuff like that. You might remember him from there. There's a few other people I'm not as familiar with, but those are kind of mainly the main people in it. And it's just a story of this guy who takes his girlfriend out to this vacation spot, and well, then things happen. It's from the same people who did Barbarian, except this is a different director. Like this is his directorial debut, basically, and I think he knocked it out of the park. Like so, whatever their formula that they're doing is really great. The thriller concepts behind it, the suspense, the what's actually going on. It's one of those that it's hard to discuss without spoiling it. I will just say that it's entertaining from the beginning to the end. And, coming in, I believe it's about an hour and a half. So it's a very easy watch, like as far as the time goes. And I just had a really good time with it. Like, it's not as funny as I've heard some people claim it to be, but there's a lot of humor in it. And the horror element really isn't there unless you're sitting there thinking maybe there's a psychological horror thing to it. That could possibly be a thing. But overall, it's a good time. It's a good watch. It takes a lot of twists and turns. It kind of almost becomes not exactly a who done it, but like why is all this happening? What's going on? And if you even watch just the first trailer, it's like, okay, what's going on with this person? I mean, it's explained pretty early in it, and if you watch the second trailer, then it kind of gives away a big part of it. So I don't recommend doing that. I've even tried to take images like my thumbnail and stuff like that to hide that stuff because it is easy to figure out some of the stuff, even just based on some of the posters I've seen people using as thumbnails and stuff. I'm like, don't do that. You're ruining big parts. But because it's brand new or it's pretty new, just came out yesterday, or technically, I guess, releases today, or yeah, releases on Friday or today. But I saw it Thursday. I had a really good time with it. It's it gives you hope for a January releases. I was hoping for at least one good movie in January. Companion does that. Go check this out. I like horror movies in general. This one is kind of more labeled as that. I don't really feel it fits many of the horror labels other than maybe some of the concepts behind it. But the indie scene has been kind of been the backbone lately for actually decent movies. This one is already it's the best movie I've seen this year by a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if it's gonna be one of the best movies of the year. There's some others to look forward to. This one's already, it's already up there. Like I would give it a solid like 8. I would just say I wish the ending was slightly different. It's still a good ending. It's still fine, but it was definitely worth seeing in theater and watching it all unfold. And it's quick. It's to the point. We need more stuff like this back in the theaters and more often. So yeah, go check this out. I don't know if this is Sophie Thatcher's first run at it. I don't know. I'm not familiar with her work. I can't really think of anything else she was in, but she absolutely nailed it. Jack Quaid, obviously, you've probably seen him in The Boys. Um, I'll just have to say they all did a great job. It was really nice and like a tight knit movie. There's a couple things you could really nitpick at here and there, or whatever. But say overall, just a good time. Go check it out. If you want a good movie, finally that's out in theaters, go check this one out. You will not be disappointed. Go check out Companion. Peace out.